Hi there. Join our casual conversations for curious, bewildered, and aspiring midlife cannabis queens. Welcome to the Closet Disco Queen podcast, featuring Queenie and TT. So kick off your platform shoes, sit back and get ready to laugh and learn all about adult use cannabis without having to ask a 22-year-old. Let's get rolling.
Has it hit you that you're back yet?
You know, it hasn't. I think.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I still have stuff to put away from my mom's, you know? It's weird. But yeah, we'll see.
Have you consumed?
I did. I actually got back here and saw this big bag, the big ass bag of gummies, and I thought, I haven't had one of those in a while. So I took a whole one.
Hey, baby.
Yeah. So.
Neato.
Yeah.
Those were 20 milligrams, if I remember correctly.
I better look. 25. Oh, dear. Someone's going to be taking a nap.
Oh, dearie. Oh, dearie. I have been smoking a pre-rolled joint that I actually got on the Cape for $1.
Oh, that was one of those specials.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's Atomic Pop. It's a infused pre-roll.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah. It's got a nice taste to it. So, yeah. You can't beat it for $1.
Seriously. I love those little specials they have.
They had some really nice incentives while we were there. And then, did you get the gummies too?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So can't go wrong,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So extra special. So I'm going to close that up. Yeah. So that's been nice to partake of.
Excellent. Well, I do have my bag that I got.
Bag o' gummies.
Yes, bag.
Our Closet Disco Queen podcast deals with legal adult cannabis use and is intended for entertainment purposes only for those 21 and older. Don't you think the weather was absolutely spectacular?
It was gorgeous.
The last 2 weeks?
It was gorgeous.
My God. Couldn't have painted a better picture.
It was just beautiful. Perfect.
Never warmer than 73. But boy, oh boy, it was perfect.
It was gorgeous.
Perfect to be seaside and just catch the reflection and
the breeze, everything.
Everything was great. And the fisher people kept fishing and catching.
Catching. We got a freezer full of fish.
And Honey caught a flatfish.
He did. A fluke.
Was it a fluke?
A fluke or a flounder. I get them mixed up. I think it was a fluke that he caught it. And it was a fluke.
No, was it really? Either way, was it a true fluke? But it was one of those flatfish with the two eyeballs on the one side. Yeah.
I think,
so.
I don't know if we got that or Mare did. He split it up. He gave half to Mare and we kept half.
Gotcha. Oh, that's right. Because you had quite a bit of fish.
We did have quite a bit. And Mare caught a rather large one, so.
Cool.
Her one.
Cool.
She was so excited. But she had, oh my gosh, she went out on Saturday.
Oh, yeah?
And the waves were crazy big. She said it was, they had to hold on the whole time. It sounded like maybe they should have lashed themselves. But she said, you had to hold on. She said, and every single one of them was drenched to their skin. And she said, it was so much fun.
Oh, my goodness. Isn't that something? Well, I guess we'll have to get her a Fisherman's from Gloucester rain slicker
That's
set
right.
for next year.
Everyone.
She's not a fair weather fisher person.
Well, no, but she did. She loved it. I think it was the exhilaration. It was kind of like, well, we're all getting soaked, so what the hell?
The deadliest catch. Fluke.
They're such weird little fish.
They really are. It's like,
I know.
Oh,
the deadliest fluke.
Oh, and they saw those ugly ass ocean sunfish.
Yeah. Oh, those they are just not an attractive fish. I mean, fish in general.
Need to stay on the bottom. But they just float up to the top every once in a while. It's almost like, someone let their air out.
Don't do it while people are around.
Oh, no, it's never pretty. Never.
Well, I had to look it up on my phone because all I could think of as a sunfish was the little things that were like an Henley pond that used to catch,
No.
Pretty little.
These were an Henley pond.
Oh my God.
People would be running.
They are so ugly.
We've been invaded. Oh, that's the last thing you'd expect. An 800-pound sunfish.
Would take up the whole pond. I was thinking about Henley Pond yesterday, because we were driving, and for a while we were listening to the hits of the 70s, 70s on 7. And the song Temptation Eyes came on. Do you remember that song?
Oh my God, yes.
I know. Temptation. And I said, oh my gosh, that was my favorite song in I think 7th grade, was it? Something like that. And but I remembered one night my dad took us ice skating at Henley. He used to put on his little figure skates and come with us. And remember they had the little hut, the hot chocolate hut, and you could lace up your skates there. But that song Temptation Ice came on. They had loudspeakers, or maybe just one speaker. I don't know. Yep. And you'd skate and you'd hear the songs. And I remember hearing that and looking up and seeing my dad skating with his hands behind his back, with that music coming out. It was just such a lovely memory.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, that was a hot spot
when
we were growing up, going to the Henley Pond to skate.
Yeah.
And you're right, there were speakers there. It was a blast. The town kept it pretty much cleaned off. And
you did have to deal with, sticks and leaves
and rocks,
and big old cracks, but
and places where the ice just ended. A little heads up skating there. Don't go near the edges. But other than that, it was fun.
Out on the flats with a fiddling grin, fixing to hook me a flounder again. Footwork fancy on the wobbly wharf with a wishful worm and a thermos of warmth. Casting and clattering, splash goes the bait. Fishing for a flat once, twisting my fate. Felt a fierce tug, now my bobber's gone berserk. Reeled in a rascal with a side smirk. Is it a fluke that I found a fluke? Or a flounder that fluked its form? Flip-flop flappers in fishy disguise. Flat but funny with faraway eyes. Fickle fish tales told with flair. I fluked on a flounder or floundered on air. I flagged down a fella in flannel and boots. He said, friend, the fish is a fluke, what a hoot. I fretted and frowned, a facts in dispute. Was a misnamed marvel or marine minimute? For flounder and fluke, they both play coy with sideways smirks like slipper decoys. Was it fate or flub or pure fishy fun? I flung it back laughing, the mystery won. Is it a fluke that I found a fluke? Or a flounder that fluked its form? They're flatter than reason, slyer than rhyme. And frankly, I'd flounder through fish jokes all the time.
So, 5 weeks on the Cape. How did that feel for you?
Oh my God, it felt too short. I hate to sound greedy, but it just went so fast. And it went fast, but while you're there, it's timeless. It's like the clock has stopped and you can just be. So it was fabulous. And I wrote I texted our guy and said, or emailed him and said, hey, we're on our way back to Wisconsin, and thanked him for everything. And I said, I know this sounds crazy, but could we do 6 weeks next year? And he said, you got it. Let me just look at the calendar. I said either at the beginning or the end of, the time that we're there. Because I thought that It was, well, the day we left was horrible. It was for 2 days.
Well, yeah,
it was
that's
windy.
the kind of day you
and-
want.
Yeah.
You want to be able to say,
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's not so hard to leave on a day like that. But that last week, it was so nice. It's cool enough to be pleasant outside. But actually, it got up to, I think, like 78 one day. But the wind was so strong, you couldn't even sit outside because it just was too much, But it didn't feel like 78 degrees. Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's
anyway,
ideal.
yeah, it's I like that time of year, and most of the tourists are gone. And
What's the latest but us? TT, tell me the news. Where is it legal? No one knows. What's the latest but us? TT, tell me the news. Where is it legal? No one knows.
So, TT, do you have a story for us this week?
I do, and this is kind of a fun story.
Hey, yay!
Yeah, so it helps. It's a debunker of a story. Let's put it that way.
A debunker.
A debunker.
Have we already bunked it?
We have. Well, many people do the bunking.
Okay.
Yeah, they demonize our beautiful flower, but what happens is they often suggest, without evidence, that cannabis is a, quote, gateway drug.
Oh,
Yeah.
we know
That
that.
whole thing to using more dangerous substances such as cocaine and heroin.
Heroin.
But a new poll suggests that growing marijuana at home is a gateway crop to other kinds of gardening. A new survey of 1,327 home cannabis cultivators found that 2/3 say growing their own marijuana inspired them to start growing tomatoes in their back gardens as well.
See?
Yes, almost a fourth said they never grew tomatoes until years after cultivating their first cannabis plant. So it's a gateway to tomatoes, fresh tomatoes from the garden.
How horrible is that?
Yep.
My goodness. Tomatoes of all
I
things.
know. So it's not a gateway drug, it's a gateway crop.
Gateway crop.
The
Wow.
top crops that people were inspired to grow after cannabis were basil, strawberries, chili peppers, cucumbers, and lettuce. After tomatoes.
All
of
very
course.
healthy things.
I'm like, how can this be a bad thing? Can't.
Well, perfect
Can't.
point. Perfect point, TT.
Also,
it can't be a bad thing.
I think one of the growers said cannabis teaches patience, attention to detail, and care, the same skills you need to grow healthy tomatoes. Plus, they pair
Oh, I thought you were
perfectly in the
gonna say
garden.
Healthy children.
Well, yeah, that too.
That-
Cannabis
that
teaches
too.
patience. Oh, actually, this would be good for people who are dealing with their elders.
Yes.
Teaches patience. But not only does it build skills, but gardening also comes with the health benefits of staying active. So there was also a federally funded study released early this year that found that adults are more physically active on days they used marijuana. I think we talked about that several months
Yes.
ago. So again, that contradicts the lazy stoner stereotype. But very interesting, right?
Oh, very interesting.
So,
Thank you for bringing that to us. That would stand to reason now, wouldn't it?
yeah. Well, as we're
If you feel confident gardening, one thing.
right. Well, if you can grow a tomato, you think maybe I can do this too. So, and tomatoes are easy. I just picked the last green ones off of my plant.
How did the rock packing go?
Oh my
Oh my
goodness!
God. How heavy? How much weight?
She said,
How much more weight did your car?
She was-
like what she did.
she was following us, and she kept lagging behind. And Honey said it must be the rocks.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, give me like a X by X, like if you were to, like a cube. Like how large a cube would
Oh,
have
okay.
been
If we
filled
put all
with?
those rocks into a box, how big would the box be?
How big would the box of rocks
The box,
be?
box of rocks. It would be probably like a 24 by 18 box, like a packing box.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah.
And those were just rocks, no shells. That's not counting the bags of shells
That
that we had
doesn't
you
count the
harvesting.
shells or the glass.
Or the sea. So, oh dear.
It was spread out. They weren't in a box. They were spread out. It's evenly distributed around the car. I think at least around the trunk.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. How many? So, how many like snail shells do you think that you harvested for her?
Oh gosh, probably. See, I didn't get that many because the minute she decided that she wanted to collect them, they were covering the beach, and then the waves came up and took them all away.
Yep,
so
yep.
I think I probably only collected about 150, something like that. But if
there's always next year.
There is next year, and we will have 6 weeks to find them. See, we'll start right away.
Well, now
that we know they have this goal.
Well, I think didn't Mare say she was going to try to go back in April or something?
She did. Yeah, we'll see. She was going to reach out to Mark and see if that would be possible.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of shells for the picnic.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
No beachcombers there in April.
Damn few. Wow. All righty. Well, that's great. I'm glad that she wasn't scraping the bottom.
Right. She couldn't make it over the bridge.
It's like.
Could've done this if that IKEA shelf straight as the sky. Rewired my router, don't ask me why. Tracked down my ex's new alibi. Ate 3 meals and learned to cry. Guess what? I could've done this if could've done this if stoned. Could've done this if stoned. Match all the socks I thought I disowned. Fix the faucet, clean my phone. Gave deep advice in a perfect tone. Voted twice, no, just groaned still. I could've done this if stoned. It's the segment where your logic shines. Just sideways and a little off time. Could've done this if
So, TT, are you ready to engage in our latest activity?
I do enjoy this activity. It's fun.
Could have done this if high is pretty much what it is. So it's, well, yeah, they could have, but did they really, or was it something just pretended?
Right.
Made up.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So I think we're going to talk about 2 different scenarios.
Okay.
And it's up to you to determine, did this really happen in real life? Or, sounds like it could have happened, but it hasn't.
Okay.
All right. The first selection. Oh my God. I did have here we go. La, la, la. So, does this sound plausible or something that may have happened? The wind messenger service. Someone became convinced the wind was delivering messages between trees and started taking notes to decode the forest communications. Does that sound like something that has been reported to have happened while someone has been using the old cannabis?
I don't think so. That sounds made up to me.
Because trees don't talk to one another.
No, because
Because I didn't know if there was a reason.
Here's the only reason. When I pictured it in my mind, I pictured someone sitting in the forest. Who would be watching this person, knowing that they were writing something down? I don't know. A hiker? It just seems odd that you'd pass someone sitting in the forest writing in a notebook.
Get a load of this. Okay, so you're saying
I don't think that's
unlikely.
real.
Highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely.
Well, I'm pleased to report that you're absolutely correct. That was a suppose it could have happened.
It could have. I mean,
as far as we know, no. Although it makes sense to me. Just.
Well, I was thinking about how when you said makes sense to me, I was like, well, I could see how somebody would, be that nutty that they would think the trees are talking to them.
Or high.
Yeah. I mean, that's, yeah, it's plausible.
Maybe. Plausible. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So the next scenario. E-E-I-I-O-O-O. Someone called their boss to say they were sick and couldn't come to work. It was Saturday evening, and they had a Monday through Friday job. Does that sound like something someone who has consumed cannabis may have done, or is it something someone just fucking with us all?
No, I think that sounds plausible because time is a very stretchy thing when you're high. You don't know what day it is, what time it is, how much time has gone by since, the last thing you thought of, or, so I think that's plausible, that you might think, oh my God, I forgot to call in sick, and decide you had to do it right then and there.
You're correct.
Oh, goody!
Yes, that someone had did that Saturday sick day for a Monday through Friday job. Needless to say. So you were 2 for 2 this week, TT. Congratulations!
Well, thank you, Courtney.
Mary Jane, what's the difference between medical and recreational marijuana?
Great question, darling, because on the surface, cannabis is cannabis. But the difference between medical and recreational really comes down to how it's regulated, who it's for, and sometimes how strong it is. Let me break it down so it makes sense without needing a law degree. Medical marijuana. Who it's for. Folks with a doctor's recommendation or state-issued medical card. Conditions can range from chronic pain and arthritis to cancer, epilepsy, or even menopause-related insomnia. Yep, that counts in some states. Potency and access. Medical products may come in higher potencies than recreational ones. Some states only allow certain formulations, like tinctures, capsules, or oils, in the medical market. Cost. Often cheaper. Medical patients usually pay less in taxes and sometimes get discounts. Support. Bud tenders in medical dispensaries are often trained to guide patients toward products for specific symptoms. You might hear terms like anti-inflammatory, sleep aid, or pain management instead of just chill AF. Recreational marijuana. Who it's for. Anyone over 21 in states where it's legal. No doctor's note, no extra paperwork, just your ID. Potency and access. Recreational products can be strong too, but in some states, THC limits are lower than medical, say 5 mg per edible piece. Rec versus 10 mg med. Cost.
usually more expensive thanks to extra taxes. That $20 gummy might be 25 pliers at checkout. Support. Recreational shops lean more lifestyle-focused. This is a great strain for movie night, or this drink pairs well with a BBQ. Still helpful, but not always as medical-minded. Where they overlap. It's the same plant. Whether it's medical or recreational, you're still buying cannabis, just labeled and regulated differently. Both can be intentional. Even if you're buying recreational, you can still use it for sleep, stress, or pain. Plenty of women shop the rec side for wellness. Both are safe when regulated. Medical and recreational dispensaries both have strict testing for things like mold, pesticides, and potency. If you're using cannabis mainly for symptom relief, sleep, pain, hot flashes, anxiety, you might benefit from the medical route. Better pricing, higher potency options, and more tailored advice. If you're curious, experimenting, or just looking to enjoy your shows without wine, recreational works just fine. It's less about which door you walk through and more about what you want cannabis to do for you.
So, TT, what do you think about that?
I thought that was excellent. Really goes to show that it's, I think it's so strange how we break up wellness and medical, right? Like so much of our medical, the way our body responds to things has to do with wellness more than chemicals or whatever. So anyway, yeah, I think in your case, it was pain relief you were looking for, and that got you kind of opened the door for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and why not enjoy some of the benefits of the THC while you're, making yourself feel better somehow. So
correct.
Yeah,
correct. And it's made a remarkable difference in my quality of life with my feet and the pain.
Well, and look
lack
at
thereof
think
at this
of
point.
think of all the women who just suffer with lack of sleep from hot flashes, and if this can help them, that's awesome.
Right. And I think sometimes people need a healthcare excuse, they think,
Right.
in order to allow themselves to visit this
Right.
as a potential.
I think you're right about that, and that goes back to the whole stigma thing.
Correct. But I have seen evidence that the increase in people 65 and older is just off the charts.
Yeah.
So we are the largest growing segment of the industry. So, I think more's got to be done to address some of the concerns or anxieties that people of the, Generation Jones may have.
Well, yeah, I think part of that is just the foot dragging being done by the federal government about rescheduling it. I mean, as long as it's still scheduled the way it is, people are going to be afraid of it because they think it's like heroin. They think it's, like cocaine, and it's not.
Correct. Even though yes, as you pointed out, the government is treating it as such.
Right. And so that's all they have to do is say, well, how come it's scheduled like this? And then, what do you do? Right. It's hard to break down barriers when you've got your federal government telling you this is dangerous.
Right. And I think, our generation, we kind of have a foot on each side.
Yeah.
We're right smack in the middle again. We about how to view cannabis.
Right.
Our kids, it's no big deal. The chances of our parents having consumed are pretty small.
Pretty low, yeah.
Pretty low. Whereas, our generation, there was consumption when we were younger, and then we put that aside for the most part. And now we're seeing us come roaring back.
Right.
So there's got to be some movement to match the momentum.
And I think there is. There are certain sectors. There are people who are working really, really hard to try and move legislation forward, to reschedule, to try and move legislation forward for banking, for all different kinds of things, and also the
interstate commerce.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's happening. Who knows how long it's going to take, but there's just such a groundswell of support for it.
Right. I mean, how great would it be to go to a local restaurant / bar / lounge, and if someone chose to have a cannabis infused drink, they could.
Mm-hmm.
Someone chose to have alcohol, they could.
Right.
In the same spot.
Right.
Where, enjoying
Yeah.
music or, a comedian or something like that. I mean, I think we're moving in that direction.
Very slowly. I mean, who knows if we'll see it in our lifetime, but I think I'm thankful for all the people that are working so hard to move it forward.
Yes.
Because this is helping make this our golden years.
Golden years. Absolutely. I mean, we had a great time out on our island with our drinky poos.
Yes, we did.
It was very nice.
Cheez-Its.
Very relaxing.
Oh my God. How many Cheez-Its do you think I ate? There must have been 1,000 in that bag. And I easily ate half of them.
What? No artificial colors or preservatives.
It's practically healthy.
It's air. Just air. You can't beat that with a stick.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yes, it was a blast. So, well, thanks for that, Mary Jane. That was quite interesting. Always something new. Always something new. Well, I don't know about you, but we've got freeze warnings going out.
Do you know? I believe it because when we got up yesterday in Rochester, it was 45 degrees.
I know. It's like, what the fuck?
Like, wait a
Wasn't
minute.
it just 95 here 10 days ago?
Right. Yeah. No, it was, but the further west we got, the warmer it got. It was up to in the 70s. But when we left, like I said, Rochester was 45. So the difference was 30 degrees.
Really? I could not believe it. I'm like, holy God, is that like... What the fuck?
I put the seat warmer on in the car.
It's like, boom, off.
Yeah.
Like it's like...
Oh my God, we ate so many M&Ms on the way home in the car. We're almost full. M&Ms and pretzels. That was what we existed on.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. So thank you for that.
Tub of pretzels.
For the sustenance.
I know my mother got her toenails clipped.
Oh, did they have to Dremel them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we're walking, she goes, I don't understand. I'm not having any problems. Why are we doing this so frequently? I said, so you don't have any problems. So don't we get in there? And the podiatrist takes the one sock off and she takes the other one. She's got a fucking 2 paper towels round around 2 toes. I'm like, what's going on here?
Oh, Jesus. What was it? Just her...
The nail was digging into, she had one of those nails like that.
Yeah.
Toes that,
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand why I'm coming here.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
What is going on?
Like, so what's going on here, Mom? And then I just started laughing. I said, I can't imagine what you must see.
Oh, I know. I could never. I could never.
There's no way.
No.
There's no way. There's no fucking way. No.
I can't
Toes
see,
are bad enough. I
can't see Michael doing it, though. I can see him
yes.
enjoying it.
all gowned up. And
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh. Wow. Just wow. I just, and as soon as I said that, I was like, oh.
What appointment was canceled?
Her eyeball.
Oh, okay.
So as she was, flinching, getting her toenails dremeled, I go, better than a needle in the eye, though. You gotta look at the bright side.
Oh God,
Always
that's awful. That's just awful. Oh.
It's truer words were ne'er spoken.
Oh Lordy,
Poor little thing. Oh, I was talking to yesterday, and I said something about TT. She goes, no, TT? Who's TT? And I'm like, I just looked at her, I go, oh, Tina.
it's not that hard to figure out.
She goes, well, I don't think I've ever heard you refer to her as TT. I said, well, it's like her stage name. Having these conversations.
Oh God.
Oh.
Hey.
I don't think it's really too far of a stretch, but assume nothing. So yeah, it's like, now who could this be?
All righty. Well, this was fun.
Yes, I'm glad you got home safely.
Yep, it was fine. It was a no biggie.
Thanks for joining us at the Closet Disco Queen podcast. Grab a brownie or doobie, pass us to your friends, and be sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. And be sure to leave us a 5-star review as it helps others find us. Peace out.
We paid a king's ransom for 420 feet of depression-era charm and no cushioned seat, no plush recliner, no ergonomic throne, just a futon sedative and a dial tone. The screen door slaps like a moody teen. The floorboards creak like a haunted latrine.